I've got Napoleon
Watch
Anytime you see videos of firefighters repelling off the roofs to pick off people off the side of high-rise buildings, this is where it all starts.
Just like rock climbing.
So he can stop at any time just by simply moving the rope through what he has, an 8 plate. He can lock off and he can freely work with his hands and trust his equipment. So we do it here, but you do this same for a cliff.
I don't know why, but I think she's right.
They're ready to go.
Oh, look.
Okay, they're almost ready, you guys. Here's what's going to happen. We play out a scenario where we get a firefighter stuck above ground level on a certain floor. Today it's going to be 3rd floor. We teach them what to do if there's no ladder at the window. We teach them to rescue themselves, to rescue one another, and then also, of course, to rescue the public. That happens once in a while also. But especially self-rescue. So we're going to simulate he's on the 3rd floor, and it's going to something bad in a handbasket. This is one of the techniques, if there is already a ladder placed at that window, to extricate out of that building quickly. And if you notice, what he's going to do is he's going to come out head first, because he's going to be in a hurry, and he's going to literally catch a rung with his arm. That's like a hook. He's going to hook that rung. He's going to spin around his body. He's not going to climb down now. He's literally going to grasp the rungs with the boot tips and his hands and his knees, and he's going to slide down. He's never done this before. I think he watched it twice on YouTube.
He's good.
I know.
Airbags out of rent cars that we have up in our Auto X area. So this one right here is an airbag out of a dash, most likely a passenger side. They come out about 200 miles an hour, but what most people don't know, the newer technologies, you could actually have multiple deployments with a single airbag.
Oh.
There's different charges. It might only do 40%. There's a calculation that's done with the computer that will tell what the person's weight is, distance away from the dash, a bunch of different things with the new stuff in the cars. So the danger for firefighters is that if this airbag did not deploy during the accident, it can deploy at any time after that. So when we put our heads through windows or we go in to try to secure someone's C-spine, if that deploys, it has killed firefighters in the past. So what we do here is we show what it can do and the actual power of an airbag. Because let's face it, most time people see an airbag go off, it's in their face. So they don't really remember much. So you guys will get an opportunity to see what's going to happen to Elmo here in a minute.
It's going to take a volunteer first.
You guys want to see something funny, just search airbags on YouTube and you'll see a lot of people who've sat on these things, and it's never a good thing for anybody.
How many times has Elmo been blown up?
Actually, this is the first time, right?
Oh?
No, I'm sorry, no. We had another one that we destroyed. It used to be, was it a duck? What did we have before?
We had a little monkey with a helmet.
Yeah, that's
Awesome.
Now this has 4 wires coming out of it, so it's kind of an experiment.
every time. We don't know if it's going to work, but we'll have to have patience. Simple 9-volt battery or a couple AA batteries that caused this to go off.
You guys ready?
Yep, fire
Ready.
hole.
Hole, fire in the hole.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, Elmo!
Oh, dude.
Today I bought some new green shoes, one size too big. Walked stiff through the crowd, looked in the rearview mirror to see myself. I did 20 push-ups before bed, dreamt a dream of being taller than an astronaut. I woke up ready to repeat again. She said, I've got Napoleon complex. I don't know why, but I think she's right. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'll know tomorrow. But for right now, I'm alright.
Happen on the outside. We're gonna light this building on fire. We're gonna let it get fully involved on the inside, just like it would be like a bedroom or a kitchen at a home. And then we're gonna close the front door. So we still have the temperature in there, we still have lots of fuel, we have all of that heat, but when we close the front door, we're missing something. What are we missing? We're missing the oxygen. So we're gonna let it sit there and choke down a little bit, and then we act like we would show up as the fire department. We put on our gear, we get to the front door, and you think that, oh, just like in the movie, we're gonna kick down the front door and go in. But what happens is when we open up that front door, we introduce a rush of pure air. It's after that oxygen. And then it takes a big breath, and all at one time, that fireball will ignite, and it will be channeled right down that hallway and right out the front door. So now, is it hot all the way to the floor? A piece of plywood is off-gassing, now it's burning, and they're letting it really burn this time. Now all they're gonna do is close that front door and choke it from oxygen. Listen to it. Just a little bit of pressure still. So can you tell now a little bit more smoke being generated now? We have them look at the volume, the velocity, the density, and the
Color.
wow. Okay, so now let's look. We talked about those precursors. Look at the volume and velocity right now. A lot more as you would show up. I see some holes in the Connex down the side also. In this type of scenario right here, without even opening the door, which we'll do at the end, we won't even open the door. We'll walk up with an ignition source, a road flare, and we'll just stand outside and we'll walk up to it, and the outside of the door will ignite on the outside. Now remember, this is a metal door, so it's pretty stable. What about the door inside of your bedroom or inside of your house? It's not going to be as substantial for sure. And I think the wind's making it a little odd too. He's actually listening for the crackling sound. As long as it's crackling, it still has enough oxygen for it to consume. See how it inhales down low and exhales up high? Perfect example right there. You're looking right in the face of it. Come on.
footstep under the clouds. The friendships I make are better than green grass when I am weak.
I know. Yeah. Busier, yeah. Yeah.
Remember when they brought the trucks around?
Just bantering back and forth.
You are strong. She said, I've got Napoleon complex. I don't know why, but I think she's right. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'll know tomorrow. But for right now, I'm alright. She said, I've got Napoleon complex. I don't know why, but I think she's right. Yesterday I bought some new green shoes, one size too big. Walked stiff through the crowd, looked in the rearview mirror to see myself. I did 20 push-ups before bed.